Hello Bella, this is going to be a very quick video. This is how to make goulash. Yeah, this is our goulash. This is not anyone else's goulash. This is a quick and easy, dirty goulash. We got sweet onion or any kind of white, brown onion, an onion. You can even use red onion. Got some garlic, we have some cream mushroom soup and some sour cream, some hamburger, not turkey. Although you could use turkey if you really were hard up for it. You could use turkey, but anyway, nope, and milk. Okay, good? Good. Slicing an onion. You already know how to do this, but we're going to go through that again, okay? Why don't you get on the side of me?
Okay.
Because I noticed in the last video you can only see my hand. Okay, we're going to slice through the root, okay? Now that's where it's going to make you cry, but that's okay. This won't make you cry. Now for this is about a pound of hamburger. You could probably do anywhere from half to a full onion. But we'll do a half onion for now. Okay, so we're taking our half of onion. We're going to cut the top off like that. Okay, and then just throw all that poof away. Then you're going to take that first white skin and, oops, sorry, Nerf. I stepped on the dog. Don't sue me. Okay. I'm just going to take it off. It's a nice clean onion. Okay. Now, we're dicing today. So, be careful with how you hold your knife. Now, I noticed when you were making pancetta, you were holding the knife way back here. I want you to be careful about that. What I do is I actually hold the metal, like this with 2 fingers, and then I hold the handle. This gives me added control, even from back here, less control, more control of the blade so I don't cut myself. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slice the onion up to the root, but not the root. Okay, in half, like so. Then you're just going to make very thin cuts, again, up to the root, but not on the root, okay? I'm going slow to show you. Okay? The root's on this side. Okay, I'm just going real slow here. I've just made side cuts, okay? Now, I'm going to turn the onion to the side. Now, again, curl your fingers, rest it against your knuckles. If you're always touching your knuckles, you'll never cut your fingertips, okay? So, we're just going to go straight down, and see how thin, I mean, these break up to nice small diced pieces. This is how you dice an onion, okay? And then again, when you get better at it and more control of the knife, you can go faster. Okay, but we're just going to go slow, and then you're going to get the last bit. You don't want that. Throw that away. And there you go. If there's any big pieces, you can always just zhuzh it up like this. So there you go. Sliced onion in 10 seconds. Completely diced. All nice and small. All right, so now we're going to melt the onions. Now some people, they cook the onions and the hamburger together. And you can do that. Me, I like to melt my onions first. Then after I melt my onions, you want a dry pan. After you melt the onions, you're going to want to just take them off, cook the hamburger, and then add the onions back in. Add the onions and the garlic back in because you don't want burnt onions. Alright, we're using canola oil again. Just enough to coat the pan. If you really were wanting to give it a kick of flavor, don't tell mommy this. But if and when you make bacon, save the bacon grease. Gives you a nice little shot of salty flavor.
Is that what Mom said?
What did mommy say?
Bella doesn't like bacon.
Okay, well, sure, good. We're not making bacon, we're just giving the shot of flavor. Plus, Bella likes the way I make goulash. And sorry, but when I melt onions and I have the ability to have just a little, just putting a little in there, get that mixed in, it'll melt. We're just giving some saltiness and some baconness into our, I won't put a lot. Okay, it's just flavor. That's all it is. Okay, little saturated fat for the for those who aren't up in arms about saturated fat. Okay, see our bacon is mixed in with our oil. You could also put butter, also for some flavor. Butter and oil mix well. You can also use olive oil if you want. So now we're just gonna melt these onions. Now, whenever you're melting onions, you don't want high heat, medium high heat. You always want to salt your onions. That's gonna bring out the moisture. Okay, not a lot of salt, but some. And then you're just gonna let them melt. You don't want them to burn, so keep them moving. Okay. And when these things start to get soft, we're gonna add some garlic. Let that incorporate, and then we're just gonna take it off the heat. Then we're gonna cook our hamburger, and then mix the two together, and Bob's your uncle. All right. See this? It's just getting still hard. You can feel it. You can feel how hard they are. What you want to do is you want to melt them. You don't want to burn them. So if it's too hot, lower the heat. We're just going to melt our onions. Now, some people do. They stick their hamburger right in there, and then what happens is the hamburger cooks and the onions burn. Then you got burnt onions. And no one likes burnt onions, except your mother. She likes burnt onions.
For some reason.
Okay, just put some garlic in. This is just to taste. Put our garlic away. As we like to do. Okay.
Because it goes with wire.
So yeah, sometimes you don't even need to use a spatula. You just,
Flip it like a egg. Almost.
Okay, now the garlic and the onions are all melting together. Nothing's burning. We're just melting our onions. And we're going to incorporate this back in the hamburger. So all this flavor going back into the burger or the hamburger or the meat. Because you can use turkey if you want. Okay. I'm going to call these done. They're going to still keep melting. I'm just going to put them right on the cookie. Alright. Now, you don't need to add much oil to the pot. Whatever oil you have here is good. Turn that on high. Now, I don't know what kind of hamburger this is, but this is Costco hamburger. Excuse me, honey. And it's probably very low in fat. But usually hamburger will release so much fat into your pan, you don't have to worry about it. What you do want to do is you want to cook this on high. I don't want to touch the burger, so here it goes. Okay. So all we're doing with the burger now, this is just under frozen. It's still hard. You want to cook it until there's no pink left. The main, get a fan going. I don't want to turn it too high because you won't be able to hear me. Main thing is let's crush the pieces of hamburger down to smaller bits. Okay, just smashing the hamburger, separating them into smaller chunks. Yeah, these just came out of the freezer, so they're still not fully softened. That's okay. This will work. It's good enough. Alright. Into our hamburger, you have many choices. You can do salt and pepper, or you could do onion powder or garlic salt. Although I don't like using garlic salt a lot because you're adding salt. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit it with some fresh ground peppers. Don't use, that dust they sell you in the store. It's already pre-cut. You want it freshly ground. Okay? Now, I just use straight kosher salt because why? Why not? Keep it simple. This is some onion powder. You put in there, not a lot. And you can hit it with garlic salt. If you don't have any garlic, then use garlic, not garlic salt, sorry, garlic powder. You can use garlic powder when you don't have garlic. But we have garlic, so we don't really need to hit this with garlic. Now we're just going to keep cooking it. And you see all these pink pieces? Well, you don't want any pink. So, cook your hamburger so just past pink. What does that mean? Just as you don't see any pink left, then we're going to add in our onions back in. Okay? And again, I'm still trying to break up these bigger pieces first. That little red piece right there. And you of course still want the hamburger to turn over so you can get zhuzh it up. And you can see, right, there's natural oil coming from the hamburger. I don't need any of the oil I use to melt the onion. So about here, we're almost past pink, right? You don't see any more pink. And now, I'm going to add in the onion I put in, onion and garlic mix. Okay. And we're just going to incorporate that in. Yeah, we probably should have, with this much hamburger, which is about a pound, we probably should have did a whole onion. You can see we have more hamburger than onion, which is okay, honestly.
Depends on what you like better.
Right, but the onion's nice. It really gives, especially with the sweet onion that we're using, gives it a nice component to the goulash. See how none of my onions are burnt, because I didn't cook the hamburger and the onions. Okay. This is just about done. We're about ready. The hamburger cooks quickly as long as it's deep. You don't want to put frozen hamburger in the pot, right? You want to make sure it's defrosted as best as you possibly can. Otherwise, it's going to take forever, and you have this big, fat lump of frozen hamburger that you're just like jamming and trying to get to cook while everything else is burning. All right, I think this is good. This looks good. Let's see, more pink. My onions are nice incorporated. So I'm going to go ahead and lower this heat down to medium. Now, if you have a lot of oil, like if you have fatty hamburger, you can spoon out the oil, but there's not much oil here. There's a little. All right, you can spoon it out so you don't eat it. Cup. I use Mommy's coffee mugs. Don't tell her. Okay. Careful, and whenever you're using a metal spoon or utensil in a non-stick pan, try not to scrape. Okay. But some hamburger, man, got so much fat, the thing's swimming in fat. This hamburger, not so much. And a lot of this oil is the canola oil I use to cook the onions. So, but we don't want to eat the fat. We just wanted the fat, you know, so that we can doesn't stick. And again, that bacon fat was good for flavor. Okay, it's good to have a little fat. Okay. So we're gonna call this hamburger as done. You got a good picture of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why you would take a picture in a video, but yeah, I mean a good shot.
Well, not picture, but a good shot. Sorry.
There you go.
Picture, shot. You know how it is. Okay, now we're gonna take our cream of mushroom. Okay. Stick my finger. I'm gonna dump it in the pot. You would not believe how much Luffy's charging for one can. Oh my god.
How much?
$2. You can get this for like 70 cents a can at Costco. So how many cans of cream mushroom can I get at Costco for one can at Luffy's?
Almost like 2 cans.
A little over 2 cans, but yes.
A little over 2 cans, but
almost 3.
Talking whole.
If I was just, I'm like 10 cents away from 3 cans. Okay, we're also going to give some shot of sour cream. This is kind of like the goulash, mixture. Like that. And then, we got 1% milk. Sorry, you want 2% or whole milk. The less fat in the milk, the more watery it gets. and about almost a full cup, depending on the. If you have very thin milk, like 1%, maybe less milk. But we're gonna do 1 can, but we're probably gonna need 2. But I'm gonna do 1 can for now, just because I only have the 1 can. The other can we have is that roasted garlic one you bought, which is okay. It's like garlicky, you know.
Then we wouldn't have to add the garlic in, though.
And then we're just, watch out for splatter. We're just gonna mix it all in together. Maybe hit it with a little bit more pepper. You'll taste it and you go, okay, that tastes good. Yeah, pepper's good. Especially, and raise your heat a little. You want to bring this to a boil, and then you're done. And serve over rice and manja. Actually, 1 can was probably enough. But if you wanted more creamy, then you could add another can. So that's it. This is goulash. It's a little bit, the ratio is a little off. I probably will put another can. Well, it's not, it's almost perfect. It just needs a little bit more. It's all about what you want, though. If you want more meat, less cream, you're done. If you want a little bit more cream, use another can. But this looks pretty good. It's a quick goulash. Now I like to also, again, depending on what ingredients you have, I would put in like diced mushrooms, because it's great because it's cream mushroom soup anyway. What I do is I dice the mushrooms really thin, and right before I threw in the soup, right before I throw the mushrooms in for about 30 to 45 seconds, and then put the soup in. Because as you remember with the pancetta, the mushrooms got really they get really soft really fast. Okay, so I think we're going to end on this shot. See how it's coming to a boil, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to give this about another minute and a half. Oh, we don't have rice. I got to make rice first. But you already know how to do that. Anyway, Bella, love you. Bye.